In this video, we'll learn how to deal with income received in advance in a final accounts problem. We have an extract of a trial balance here. Extract of a trial balance on 31st March 22 is given. That means not a complete trial balance, a part of a trial balance is given to you. Rental income is 12 lakh. Fee income is 6 lakh. Adjustment, rent received in advance 6 lakhs. Commission received in advance 3 lakhs. Wrongly recognized as income. So if we read the adjustment, what it says is, during the year we have received some rent in advance 6 lakhs and commission received in advance 3 lakh, but they were wrongly recognized as income. That means out of this 12 lakh, there are actually two portions, 6 lakhs of income and 6 lakhs of advance, but both have been shown as income. Similarly, this 6 lakhs has two parts in it, 3 lakhs of income and 3 lakhs of advance, but even this advance amount has been recognized as income. So how to deal with this? Let us start preparing the final accounts problem and then we'll learn how to deal with the situation. Profit and loss account for year ended 31st March 22. Balance sheet as on 31st March 22. First I'll show my rental income by rent in the inner column 12 lakh and by commission I'll credit it to the P&L account 6 lakhs. I have shown the incomes in the P&L account, but I know that these are not correct incomes. We have to make some adjustments. Debit, credit. Now let us pass adjustment entries now. Now, what is the entry the accountant has passed for rent received in advance? I'll tell you. He has passed this entry, bank account at R2, rent received in advance. Sorry, he has not passed this entry. He has simply passed the entry, bank account at R2, rent income 6 lakhs. This is the wrong entry which they have passed. What is the correct entry he should have passed? He should have passed the entry, bank account debit to rent received in advance. This is the entry he should have passed for the advance rent. So how do you rectify the mistake now? So what we do is, the simple formula is reverse the wrong entry and pass the correct entry. Rent income account debit 6 lakhs to bank 6 lakhs. So what I'm doing is I'm reversing the wrong entry. I'm reversing this entry here and then plus correct entry. I have to pass the correct entry again. Bank account debit to rent received in advance. This entry I have to pass. So I'm rectifying the error now. So what will happen if I pass these two entries? The net effect will be bank, this bank debit and bank credit will get cancelled. So net effect would be rent income account debit 6 lakhs to rent received in advance 6 lakhs. So this is the entry we pass now. So what will be the impact of this entry on the final accounts? Rental income account shows a credit balance, but this entry is asking you to debit the account. That means the balance has to be reduced here. Less received in advance 6 lakhs. And the balance rent received in advance will now be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. This is how I'll show it in the balance sheet liability side. So the first impact was debit, that is income should be debited, that means balance should be reduced. This is showing a credit balance, this is a liability, so we have shown it in the balance sheet liability side. Second, what is the wrong entry he has passed for commission received in advance? The wrong entry they have passed is bank account debtor to commission account 3 lakh rupees. This is the wrong entry they have passed. What is the correct entry which should have been passed? The correct entry is bank account debtor to commission received in advance. This is the entry they should have passed. Instead of showing it as income, the accountant should have shown it as a liability in the books. So now how do we correct the mistake? The formula for correcting the mistake is very simple. Whenever you do any rectification, it is very simple. Reverse what wrong you have done and pass the correct entry. So it will be reverse of this. I'll pass the entry commission account debit to bank 3 lakh plus correct entry. As it is, you have to pass. You are not going to pass the reverse of the correct entry. Bank account debtor to commission received in advance 3 lakhs. So what was this? This was reverse of the earlier entry which we have wrongly passed. So now what would be the net impact? Net effect would be bank and bank will get cancelled. Debit and credit same amount, so no impact. Entry would be commission account debit 3 lakh to commission received in advance 3 lakhs. So commission has to be debited. Commission income is showing a credit balance. If you debit it, the income will reduce. That is why we are going to go to the P&L account and show it as less. Less received in advance 3 lakhs. Outer column I'll show 3 lakhs. And in the balance sheet liability side, I'm going to show commission received in advance 3 lakh rupees. So this is how I'm going to deal with this in the profit and loss account and the balance sheet for the year 31st March 22. Okay. Now what will happen in 22-23? 1st April 22 to 23. Now I will have two accounts with me. Rent received in advance, commission received in advance. It will show a balance of 6 lakh. This will show a balance of 3 lakhs. How will I close these accounts? These are liability accounts. Next year, when the advance becomes income for me, I'll pass the entry rent received in advance to rent income 6 lakhs. This accounting I'm telling you for the next accounting period. Here also we'll pass the entry commission received in advance 3 lakhs to commission income now 3 lakhs. So this is how these accounts will get closed in the next year. This account will become income to rent income 6 lakhs. This account will get closed. Here we'll write to commission income 3 lakhs, and this account will get closed in the next accounting period. So this is how we deal with income received in advance when it is given outside of the trial balance. So when income received in advance is given outside the trial balance, what we should do is we should subtract it from the income and show it as a liability in the balance sheet. 2 steps: reduce it from the income and then take it as a liability in the balance sheet. Thank you.